Well met. This is Erebus Gaming 7, and we are on Dark Souls 3. As you can see, I successfully farmed for the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword, but I am not high enough level to wield it two-handed, and I'm not really close to it either. Or one-handed. I can wield it two-handed, obviously. But not one-handed. Let's see. And y'all hear the game. Yeah, looks like y'all can. Okay. Cool. Let me hide this. I don't know why this is even here, but okay. So my voice is over there, Game's voice is over there. So let's see. We can't run those. Not the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword yet. We are 7 points shy on our strength. So we can go back to the Claymore. We're going to go to the Dragon Crest shield, and since the sword is so heavy, we can actually put on heavier armor. Yeah, we'll go with this for now. Hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have our strength to 30 so we can use the sword, which I know I promised a couple of you, or some of you, that I was going to do 2 episodes like I did last week, but I had to be up early in the morning and I really haven't got much sleep today, so we're going to do 1 episode today and save the rest of it for, well, I'll be back on this Sunday, won't I? So we're going to try to go through the Abyss Watchers and the area behind the Abyss Watchers, but not the boss behind the Abyss Watchers. So, strangely enough, unusually enough, we will actually start the episode off with the boss and end without one, probably. Yeah. We'll end with a mini boss, but not a boss. That's the plan. Maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll see. But I do need to get some sleep, so. Alright, let's backstab her. This person, this entity right there. Oh yeah. I did make the Howl Ring. I don't think I had the Howl Ring last time. Love those wide sweeps of the Claymore. Claymore is the best more. They say the S stock is the best stock, and the Claymore is the Baymore. We got this individual up here to deal with. The game gives you a couple of summons here. Just have to get to them. But you know what? I think I'm going to try it without the summons. Sounds brave to me, doesn't it? We'll try once without the summons. I should be okay. If I'm not, I will be patient and get the summons. I know one, actually two should be pretty available. Watch this little movie. Hello. So they've been killed himself. Yep, they are in a hollow loop where they get up, kill each other, and fall down. How you doing today, girl? One of the few bosses in the game you can backstab. And I will be attempting to backstab them as much as possible. So only the one guy's hit points are actually important. And see, they will fight each other. Stage 1. Yeah. It does give them a lot of hit points. I've seen people playing and they get to this area and they're like, wow, I killed them because, you know, they have more difficulty. Well, this is the first boss in Dark Souls 3 that... You just ordered your Dark Souls 3? Awesome. It's the first one that Stage 2 is separated by a cinematic. That's the thing about summoning, like I was going to summon. When you summon people to help you, bosses get a lot more hit points. Come on. Okay. I was already in an animation of drinking. Now, he'll be by himself, but he's got the fire and a lot crazier attack pattern. I'm used to having the Black Knight shield here. My shield is weaker than I'm accustomed to, but we need to start doing some damage. Wall. Drink, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, tried to roll it, but blocked it. That's alright. Concentration mode enacted. Sorry if you're... So I'm used to that better shield. With that better shield, I wouldn't have been stunned like that. This is one of my favorite bosses in the game. Maybe my favorite boss in the game. Ah. Laying backstab attempt. Oh yes, that's what I have left too. Yeah, he's angry at me now. And gamble. There we go. Yeah, he's swimming like there's no tomorrow. Swinging like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, he was angry at me. So, the big thing about them is you want, well, if you're going to be dodgy, you need to keep very close track of your stamina. If you're going to block, you need a really good shield, which this shield has 89 fire protection. You see in the middle there, 100 physical. So it's not as good as the shield I wanted, but I didn't farm long enough to get the Black Knight Great Shield. Black Knight Shield. Alright, let's go see if we can get our strength to 30. I doubt we can. Let's see. I think the switch you make with his souls are both dex weapons. So, Wolf Knight Great Sword wants a strength 24, dex 18. Oh yeah, I remember that one. It's 10,000. Farron Great Sword. Don't think that's the boss weapon I want. Don't really want to eat the soul though. Alright, let's... How many souls will I get for eating it? Let's test my greed. 20,000. I'll get some more souls.
Welcome, host speak. Very well.
Yeah, we'll swing like there's no tomorrow. Yep. No, that's vitality. I only have one level. No, I have two. Okay.
Farewell, I shall make them.
I am debating. Alright. Alright, look. Abyss Watchers. I'm supposed to be getting a weapon in my game and I haven't received it yet. Uh-oh. What weapon is that? And what game is that? Okay. I kind of want to put my summon sign down outside, see if I can... We'll do it for a minute. I'm not going to spend too much time. But I would love to fight them again. Oh, Battlefield 4. Why haven't you got it yet? use? You have no idea. The 240. Huh. Well, that's messed up. Others are facing the same problem. Well, I am sorry to hear that. It'll probably show up soon. I spent today I spent a couple hours today getting Conan Exiles signing onto my PC with Xbox Live and I've got, what's it called, the Game Pass. So I got Conan Exiles on my PC, but it's not giving me any of my DLCs. I own all the DLCs. So I guess I'll just be on Xbox. When I go back to Conan, which, yeah, Conan might be one of those games that might be the only game I don't put onto YouTube. If y'all have been long enough to see me play Conan, you'll know why. Alright, let's see if we can get his shield. I think I have 2 of his helmets already. I have his sword, I just don't have the strength for it yet. One-handed. Up, cross our fingers. Black Knight armor. Well, I was hoping to get summoned, but apparently nobody wants help with the Fire Keepers. So we'll just go off into the Abyss Watchers. As I said earlier, this is going to be a short stream tonight because I didn't get much sleep and I have to be up early in the morning. So I'll probably just do the next area and call it a night. We'll see. I'm gonna go at least an hour, hour and a half. I do want to kill a mini boss that's in this area because he drops a soul that can turn into a weapon that I want. Let's see if anybody wants help with the Catacombs of Carthus. Now, wait a minute. I might have to come back here later for one of the NPC's quest lines. So, if you play this and you want to, and you're having difficulty with the start of the area, you can jump down here, make a couple jump downs, and skip half of the starting area. Maybe not half, but a bit of the starting area. I'm going to do it to show it and what little goodies you get. If you're a veteran from Dark Souls 1, you're going to think this is worse than it is. In Dark Souls 1, you had skeletons, and they would keep getting up. Ooh, summoned. Jolly cooperation. Okay. They would keep getting up until you found and killed the necromancer. Dark Souls 2 had a few skeletons like that as well. Well, there's no necromancers in this game. You just have to kill them twice. Effectively, if you don't know if they're going to come back, just pay attention to see if you got souls. Hello. Did you kill this guy? I guess you did. Alright. Hello, sir. He's invaded, and the invader is messing around with the enemies. So, that sucks. Oh no, don't fall for that. Bro, I thought you saw him. Yeah. He's the PvP god. I was hoping that these guys would have moved on to a different game, but send me back. No, he's using the dry finger. Did you just use the dry finger, bro? Using the dry finger makes invaders come to you faster. And it gives you the ability to summon another summons, but if I keep running into jerk invaders, I'll just go offline mode. I wish there was a way to tell if you were invaded before you saw the invader. Hey man, I have another time you could maybe do this. I hope the streaming thing isn't making your sleep schedule horrible. My sleep schedule is pretty much non-existent. Normally, it's just unusual that I have to be up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have a appointment. I have to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't have a job, so once I get a job, it might be a case of when and if I get a job. It might be a case of I have to do it at a different time. people are not in a hurry to hire a 50-year-old guy who has no experience at anything except for physical labor and wants a non-physical labor job. So, but hey, maybe I'll be able to make money off of this. That would be amazing. But I'm gonna still do it, even without making money, because it's fun. Something on our desk, on a computer, something I don't have to be on my feet all day. I'm not terribly picky. I don't want, like, there's a job, E-Tech, which is a telemarketing thing. I don't really want to do that, because I've had too many people, friends who work there, tell me stories that makes me want to quit, and I don't even work there. You ready? Wow, bro. Well, he died. Yeah, it's a telemarketing place. So, like, a friend of mine, he was working there, and he was kind of customer service. And he was a chat. Somebody chatted in and said they wanted to cancel a line. And he, like he's supposed to, he asked, ma'am, can I ask you why you want to cancel the line? And she said, because her husband just died. And he said, yes, ma'am, and canceled her line. Her husband just died. Yeah, he got written up for not selling her something. Convincing her to keep the line for a tablet or something like that. Because money's the only thing that matters. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'll just get ridden up every time. That is a parry stance. If he's standing like that and you attack, he will parry you. Won't necessarily kill you, but he will parry you. Bam. Yep, money's all that matters. Yep. I mean, in a way, I can handle it because I'm just not going to. I'm not going to get upset if they write me up. You know, I'm not going to let that job upset me. But I'd rather do something else. You know, I'd rather. You know, y'all are. I don't know how old y'all are, but wouldn't this be amazing to wake up and not absolutely hate the thought of going to work? You been trying to get a job? Yeah. I have never had that particular. Well, I did. I had a job I didn't hate once. It was terrible. I mean, it paid crap. There was a lot of bad things about it, but I could do it in my sleep, so I didn't hate it. Not literally in my sleep, but autopilot type thing, you know. You're in college still? Yeah. Well, I can't. Best advice I can give you is I don't know what you're studying, but hopefully you love it, or at least like it. Yeah. Try to get a job that's not doing something you enjoy, which, or at least not hate, I should say. Come on. Are you kidding me? You no stamina using endless stamina having son of a... There you go. I'm in a data science program. I think it's cool. Awesome. It's something you like. That's what matters. I didn't go to college. Sharp Jim. Bleh. Kind of get that in my job. Yeah, in my town. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to make a bunch of money, but I do want to make, a living. Heck, now a lot of jobs are high. A lot of quote unquote bad jobs are hiring at higher than my quote unquote good job I had before. Like, the job I had before, I was only making $15 an hour. They're hiring Walmart cashiers for that now. But I can't stand on my feet all day. Is there anything over here? I don't recall. Oh, this is where Henri will eventually be. Wow. Thank you. Jerkwatch. Yeah, Henri is not here yet. I think I have to go do the cathedral first. Isn't there a crystal lizard? Crystal lizard? I think that counts. Yep, twinkling titanite. Which is what I need for the sword I'm trying to get high enough strength to use now. Alright, let's backtrack. Oh. I applied at McDonald's and I got an interview. It went bad. It was my first interview and it lasted for maybe 10 minutes before my hours of were not acceptable, even though I applied for part-time. Yeah. I worked at McDonald's. I did for a few months when I was a teenager. I worked at Arby's forever. That was the job I said I could do in my sleep. But again, on my feet all day. Alright, so this is a little secret, not really secret, but this guy with the funny hat controls is part of something, this ball. So if you kill him, the ball explodes and gives you an undead bone shard, which is something you want. You think he dodged a bullet? Yeah, probably so. Yeah. When I worked there, of course, it was in the 90s. It was so, the pay was so low, it was, I think I was making like $3 an hour, working like 15 hours a week. I lived literally like 2 blocks away and had to walk to work because I couldn't afford gas. And I was in school, high school, full time. Yeah, it was. Of course, back then, minimum wage was like $3.50 or $3.15 or something, but it was terrible. Alright, so back here is a ring you might like, but some of these, I think it's these here, with the top on, with the like cloth top, explode. And Carthus milk ring. If you're playing a dex build, it's probably worth wearing it. Otherwise, I mean, it looks cool to wear it. Here, I'll show you. See how you disappear when you roll? Woohoo! It doesn't really actually accomplish anything, but you disappear when you roll. What ring was I wearing? Yeah, it gives you a +1 to dex, so if you're playing a dex build, that's not terrible. Oh, I was wearing the Estus ring. Yeah. I am not playing a dex build though. I'm strength. Alright. This little hallway here is kind of a jerk. So I'm going to use a little shortcut that I have figured out. Right over here. Jump down. Deal with these rats. You ever been to the way shops at the pet store? Yeah. Then run up here. And bonfire. Which, as unlikely as it seems, where that giant ball of skeletons exploded, was right there on the other side. How many levels do I have? 1. We will. Now let's go ahead and go spend our 1 level. Because I would like to use the Black Knight Greatsword. Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. How's that? How's what? His job or something I did? And I want to eat that soul. As much as I don't want to. Yes. So I do want to play with the alternate.
It must be.
Huh. Yeah.
Very well. Then touch
I imagine. Just 2 more points. Doesn't seem ideal. Nope.
Farewell, I shall make.
I mean, it sounds like he's cleaning up. Oh, hey guy. She's still good.
I just dropped this second. This place is a sick note for better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're literally cleaning up poop, but every place you have to deal with some type of bull. Every place you have to deal with cheat. You're just dealing with actual cheat. Yes, on God. Yep. Alright. We have an NPC invasion coming up that I was hoping to have the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword for. But we'll have to do it with the Claymore. The Clamorous Claymore. Gotcha. Hello, Mama. Goodbye, Mama. Rat. So, down that way is a... If you look above my character's head, you'll see like this undulating oily substance thing. It falls from the ceiling, lands on your head, does a little damage, but it immobilizes you. And if you see that thing walking around down there, that is a bone wheel skeleton. They're not nearly as bad as they were in Dark Souls 1, but they're no fun. And at the end of that is a ring I'm not going to use. So we're going to leave them alone. And here cometh the invasion. This is an NPC. Well, his sword is bigger than mine. I mean, he's practically a mini boss, really. Uh-oh. That probably would have one-shot me if it had hit. Uh-oh. You can cheese him. I'll show you the cheese stretch. If I can get him. Basically what you do is you just get the ball to hit him. Like that. There you go. Gonna use his sword when I get it? I might. I do like the, that's the fume sword. I do like the fume sword. I feel one shots are cheap. Like a boss should punish. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I feel you. Now, I don't know if it would have one shot me. It would have done a lot of damage. It might have two shot me. Good grief. Alright, because how are you supposed to learn when it one shot you? That's a good point. I'm trying to remember if there's anything up here I actually want. Well, where's that dark? This is not conducive for being able to tell what the hell's going on. How is that a backstab? I don't know. You're fearing your playthrough? Uh-oh. You'll be fine. These guys are a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. Grave One's ashes, which I don't believe are actually going to give me anything I need. Large shard. Here's something they can put an actual good backstep dodge in the next game. Well, the dodge works here. If the backstep gets you out of the hitbox, it works, but if you're still on the hitbox, yeah, you have to roll. Alright. So like the other one, this guy controls this ball down here. And for some reason this ball had a crab. But also has a dark gem, which, I mean, I am playing Erebus, the god of darkness. Perhaps I'll use some dark magics. Mid to late game. So this... jump. Fire gem? Yeah. So, slowly, 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 slowly. Had no chance. So this is a kind of a troll place. So remember where I got invaded? This is the other side of it. You can actually open this. And it's a very small shortcut. But if you die, you can just run through here instead of going around like I did. Alright. So, now this is a troll. This is one of those things that you're not going to learn. You either learn it by watching a video or through bad luck. So you come over here and you look, oh, there's a path over there, but If you go that way, there's nothing really over there. But hey, look, there's this big bridge. Let's go across the bridge. Da, 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 da. Huh. What's that? An army of skeletons. But you can cut the bridge now. If you actually go the other way, the path I showed you, you can actually fall down to here, where they couldn't get to you. But yeah, I've seen plenty of people come through there and panic. And this is the boss that I'm not going to do quite yet, because I want to do, yes, bridge ambush, exactly. Because this bridge also, something there's all these markings here. These are other players, so if you're playing offline you wouldn't see these. But yeah, the bridge is a ladder. So you're like, okay, what's down here? Huh. Cool. Oh, giant demon. I'm going to attempt to do something that's kind of cool that might get me killed. Because this is a mimic. And strangely enough, the two of them will fight each other. Wow. Well, I'm getting my ass kicked by a skelly. And, oh, the demon won. Okay. So let's... But you can also do this. There. Let's miss, apparently. Because you can aggro all these skeletons. And they'll fight each other too. And of course, all of these skeletons you have to kill twice. So I got the soul of the demon, so the skeletons beat the demon. Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can get the mimic. You can get the enemies to fight each other. And although I don't think these are tide knot shards. You hate mimics already? Yeah. Well, do you know how to tell the difference between a mimic and a non-mimic? I can't show you on this one because he's dead. But there is a surefire way to tell a mimic from a non-mimic. You can hit them. In this game, Dark Souls 3, in Dark Souls 2 they got you, because in Dark Souls 2 you could actually break chests. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was having a conversation. Do you mind? No, no, you're gonna get back up. Yes, you didn't give experience. So you can hit the chain exactly correct. The chain. I'll hit every damn chest in this game to be sure. Yeah, in this game you can't break the chest, but the chain. So I'm trying to think of where a chest is that I can show you. Even one that's open, been open. Oh, I know one. So if you ever try to go back outside, this won't let you. It's not a glitch, it's not a bug, it's not a boss. It's the game loading. Because the game doesn't load in the outside area when you come back to Firelink, because 90% of the time when you come back to Firelink, you're not going to go outside. You can see them breathing if you look close, you're correct. Ah, thanks for the subscription. Nicholas? Nicholas? My eyes are not that great. I have to... Y'all would laugh at me. Old man eyeballs. 9 Totus. Ha! Close enough. Well, welcome to the stream, buddy. So this is well, this is a secret. If you watch my first episode, I'll show you how to get in here. If you can make the jump. But this is the first chest I thought of. Alright. So you see the chain that's next to the chest here? How it's curved towards the back, where the end is facing the back, or towards on the back side of the chain. If it's inversed, and so the circle, the end of the chain is closer to you than it is to the back of the chest, that's a mimic. And when you open it up, it will eat you. If it's like this though, you're safe. Oh, I do want his the demon great axe is one of my favorite weapons I want to get. You'll try to remember that. And it's another thing. I know you are. I don't know if you're interested in playing Dark Souls 1 and 2, but it's like that in all 3 Dark Souls. Am I right about that? Dark Souls 2, maybe not. Because isn't some of the metal chests in Dark Souls 2 mimics? It's like that in Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, I'm not 100%. I just know chain facing me equals mimic, yes. I just know all the mimics by now, so I've played the game. So that's one of the reasons I want to do the mods, because a mod might change where the mimics are.
Sure.
Alright, begin transposition, and I want the demon's great axe. I have to have intelligence of 12. Well, now I have a reason to raise my intelligence. They might not. You might be right. You might be right. They might not have changed at all. I never check anymore because I know where all the mimics are in DS2, in Scholar. If I were to go play the original Dark Souls, I might have trouble.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then tell
Okay. We want our... Oh my god. Okay, I'm 100 and some odd souls short.
farewell, Asher Maiden.
But 3,000.
Welcome, host speak. Very well, then take note.
And now we have the
Farewell,
glorious
Asher Maiden.
30 strength for our Black Knight Ultra Great Sword. And super fat roll. Alright, so gonna have to go to something lighter. And I probably wanted to make this switch earlier. That's one thing I wind up never increasing my carry capacity. Yeah, I love the heavy attacks on this. Let's go pick on some, I was just outside. How many Twinkies do I have? One, so not enough. Yeah, I do love the look of it. The Fume Knight Ultra Great Sword, the sword that NPC Invader had. I love it too because of I love the sword axe look. So you can do the golf swing. And launch enemies up into the air. And another thing about Dark Souls 3 is, so poise is something that makes it less likely for you to get knocked out of your attack. In Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, really, your poise, yeah, right? Your poise came from your armor. In Dark Souls 3, it comes from your weapon mostly. And so, you're more likely to not get knocked out of the attack. Alright, now, no one wants to get to the church. Let's go get to the church real quick. Poise is the your ability to not get knocked out of your attack animation. So, like, you may have seen it happen to me where I go to attack somebody and they hit me first and I stagger back and don't finish my attack animation. The higher your poise, hyper armor, yeah. The higher your poise, the less likely it is to work. Less likely it is to knock you out of your attack. But in Dark Souls 3, your weapon provides most of your hyper armor, your poise. Which sucks that you can be in, the heaviest armor in the game and get staggered by a freaking dagger. But you can also be naked with a giant sword and not get staggered. Oh yeah, there should be like 2 Twinkies here. Right? Sneak attack. Sneak attack. Didn't knock her up into the air, but it definitely did a bunch of damage. The Herald armor. The Herald class apparently made it that far. It depends on your build. But I'll say the stat that you're building on. So, like, if you want to be a wizard, your intelligence, Harry. Raise that intelligence. If you want to kill things with faith spells, raise that faith. If you want to kill things with strength, raise that strength. If you want to be a dex build, raise that dex. And generally speaking, 40 is the soft cap. And vigor. Vigor's always... People will joke about not putting any points into vigor. And if you're that guy who can beat the game, vigor gives you your hit points. Let's see. There is a... Yeah. So attributes. Vigor gives you hit points. Health is important, yes. Now, there are people who beat the game and never level health. If you're that guy, God bless you. Go right ahead. Attunement is for spellcasting. Since I have attunement of 14, if you look down here in the bottom right, that means I have 2 spell slots. And the higher your attunement, the higher your blue bar is, which you use blue when you cast spells. Endurance is your stamina. So the green bar, like every time I attack, I lose the green bar. I haven't even raised it, so I mean, I will be raising it, but I haven't raised it yet. I'm a strength build. Strength weapons do strength damage off of strength. This particular weapon I'm using right now has to have an 18 dexterity. That's why I have that. Intelligence is for wizard spells, some pyromancies, some dark spells. Faith is for miracles, some pyromancies, some dark spells. Vitality and endurance as well as vigor. Yes. And vitality is your carry load, which I kind of skipped over that. Yeah. Alright, now, your natural thought is to go up this hill, to go up this staircase, which is a good idea, but this guy will stab you in the back when you do that. So let's miss him, because that's what I meant to do. Spacing is a thing. See, like he hit me as I was attacking, and because of the poise of the weapon, I didn't go down. I didn't get staggered. Paladin's Ashes. That's the second ashes I have. Alright, let's go. Up here is a shield that I never use, but I always go get it. Isn't it? What does that look like? No, okay. which I mean, it's a decent shield, but Crest Shield, it's specifically for Magicka. If you look, there's a dude down there. You could totally, with spells or arrows or something, cheese him from here, but oh. And there's a, over here, there's a Titanite shard, right? Yes. Alright. Now this guy on the stairs, he's the bandit class, I think. I totally did not mean to do that jump attack at the end, but it worked. So we have reached the bully NPCs stage of the game. Spider Shield, that's really good against poison. So if you're fighting something that's using a lot of poison, like... And that's what it looks cool. It kind of looks like Spider-Man spider. A red shield with a black spider on it. I always use shields with dogs. With dogs. With dogs. Just block. They bounce off. Attack. And these dogs will chase you if you try to run past them. Well, he just didn't want to attack. There are spears, yes. There's a class that starts off with a spear. I'm not a big fan of the spear. Because, well, as you would imagine, a spear just stabs straight forward. I like the wide sweeps attacks. And this guy is a kind of a tutorial of what to expect in this area. Hey, look, a zombie. Oh wow, he catches himself on fire. And blows up. Let's see if I can... Nice. That's what I was trying to do. Estus Shard. And this is the Cathedral of the Deep. I have to say, this is my favorite vanilla area in the game. The boss, not that great. He's not hard. He's easy. But I love the area, how it doubles back and you find shortcuts over shortcut. And this, the first time you meet Nightgale. Unfortunately, I can't light the bonfire because I'm still in his dialogue. Okay. So if you have the DLCs, because this is the key gateway to the first DLC. If you talk to him, he will teleport you to the DLC. If you don't talk to him, he will be here forever. And every time you try to light the bonfire, you'll have to listen to his speech. So I always talk to him. Except,
Thank you. Day of ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
and this is a callback to Dark Souls 1's DLC. And, well, another part of Dark Souls 1, really, actually. The painting. The painted world.
Then the ashes were too.
Ooh. I have Twinkies. And this is the first DLC, which you can talk to him. He's not important. At least as far as I know. And unlike the painted world in Dark Souls 1, you can immediately get the F out of the DLC, the painted world. In Dark Souls 1, once you enter the painted world, you have to finish the painted world, one way or another, to get out.
Just go and eat.
Oh yeah, I have Estus. No, do that. Reinforce Estus. Is that another one? I do not. Yeah, they do. Which I actually,
Well, I suppose you should.
I have before. You know the black flame blade? The, you have to kill that one NPC for? I have before suicided for that. Oh, I need one more Twinkie. I know where to get one, but
Hey, be careful.
and basically use that sword through the game. Alright, let's see. Do you mess up if I kill Wooljiff before Wooljiff? Wooljiff is a character from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, another video game I'm playing. If I kill the boss in the I don't think if I think I just go past him. I'm not sure. If I kill the boss, is that yeah, it is a really cool sword. I like it. Oh well, if I mess it up, I mess it up. Alright. Well, I'm gonna okay. I enjoyed the stream and thank you for providing tips. Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream once I travel back to the cathedral. Like I said, have a good one. You too, buddy. I have to be up in the morning. I didn't get much sleep today. And I've been trying to do Dark Souls in smaller chunks. So, I think I will end the stream. So let's see, Sunday. It'll be Sunday before I'm back on Dark Souls. And Sunday we will do the Cathedral of the Deep. Again, one of my favorite areas in the game. So, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. I would appreciate it. I hate to do this short stream, but I gotta get some sleep. I'll be back tonight on, let's see, tonight is Fallout? Yeah. Thursday night is Fallout 4. So I'm going to call it here, guys. Thanks a bunch. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. If you're on YouTube, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe, like button, comment, all that good stuff. Good luck to you too, buddy. Thanks everyone for being here. And remember, pray thee be careful.